This is the second part of my journey across the second seas. I am joined by the wonderful people from my Discord server as we take on all of the challenges the second sea offers. If you haven't checked out the first part of this journey, make sure you check out the video and let's get into it. We start off in the Love Cafe so I could take on the Colosseum questline. And so I talked to this Bartilo NPC who says that the Swan Pirates are raiding the towns to prevent new fighters from entering the tournament. And he asks for my help to defeat 50 of those Swan Pirates. And so without even wasting a second, we eliminate all of the pirates like a piece of cake. And so I return to Bartilo again, and this time he wants me to take out the Jeremy Spring user. Now I don't know if you've seen the anime or not, but I can already tell this is going to be an easy fight. So then we head to his location while I'm mounting this really nice Kitsune. The fight went really quick and it wasn't even that hard, so I defeated him and then he started to confess. He later explains that he was brought into the Swan Pirates family and given the position of the Colosseum director. Then he gives me the next clue of this quest, which is to meet this Master Swan guy. And so my friend takes me to the next NPC, which to be honest I wasn't looking forward to because this guy wants a really nice fruit and I had no other option but to give him my Quake fruit, which I didn't like, of course. But once that was over, he told me I should speak to Swan immediately. And so I went to talk to Swan, but he didn't look like in the mood to speak. So I just beat him up instead. And of course I did all of this by myself, no help needed. And right after that, my friends told me we should go to this secret room in the Colosseum. Apparently, there were some prisoners that we needed to save. And of course, I would say yes to that. However, right before we could do that, we had to solve this puzzle, which my friend said that it is very easy to solve. But to my surprise, they really messed it up. So we did it a couple of times until we finally could save these prisoners. And that's where I finally received the warrior helmet and the new title, the Champion, which by the way is a very fitting title for me. And so with that we finally go to Bartilo again and we finish the questline. Now right here I didn't really know what to do next, but one of my friends told me that I should mount the dragon because they will take me to my next location. And so the dragon finally lands on the vegan island. I didn't know what to expect here, so I just followed my friends for a little bit. And they finally led me to this alchemist NPC, which they explained to me that he could make my race better. Now at this point I was using the angel race V1. So they said with the help of this guy, we can make the angel race V2. But it wasn't going to be easy because this guy needs 3 different flowers from this entire map. He needs a yellow flower, a blue flower, and a red flower. Knowing that, we decided to get those flowers as soon as we could. But just before we could collect the flowers, we were interrupted by the cursed captain. Now every time I see this cursed captain spawn, I make sure that I fight him. But I didn't know that I need to be level 1000 so I can finally get the rewards. And the reason why I want to beat this captain up is to get the ectoplasm and the item that will finally let me use the ghoul race. The angel race is nice, but my end goal is to get the ghoul race as fast as I can. But to my surprise, he didn't drop the item that I want, which my friends told me it was some kind of torch. So we decided to head back to the Love Cafe for a quick minute just so I can roll the gacha. This Valentine event was really nice, but I got really unlucky except for the first time I got the Yeti, but I lost it in 1 minute. And would you look at that, we got the second best thing, the rocket fruit. I'm really happy I got this. It's not like I've got a million of these so far. The yellow and the red flower were kinda easy to get, but the blue flower was a bit hard. And I kinda forgot to record me getting the blue flower, but eventually we got all 3 flowers and I was able to make my angel race V2. Right after that, we decided we wanted a little break and we watched some of my friends fight it out 1v1 in the Colosseum. This match was pretty intense and both guys did all they could to win. The next goal was to try to get my angel race into V3, so I rode this epic dragon once more. However, this dragon looked a little bit cooler than the one that I mounted a little while ago. Not sure why, but I would guess that this is a skin. So we finally got to the location to upgrade my angel race to V3. Only problem is that I had to defeat someone who is also an angel. But before we could even do that, somehow the cursed captain respawned. So we decided to go defeat him one more time. And would you look at that, I didn't get what I want again. Now I don't want anyone after this to come and tell me that I'm really lucky, because as you saw, I keep on getting unlucky. Once we defeated the cursed captain, we were kinda getting bored and I wanted to try out one of the raids that I've never done before, which was the light raid. At this point, I realized that I no longer need to watch from the sidelines and I can actually start participating in these raids. I was getting really strong little by little and then we finally finished the raid. It was really easy. It was here that I decided I will try my luck again. So I went to the Love Cafe, I talked to the gacha guy and I rolled. And this time I got something even better than the rocket fruit, believe it or not. I got the bomb fruit. Amazing. My friends had enough of watching me being unlucky, so they just decided to give me fruits instead. So I got the Shadow, the Mammoth, and the Glacier Eagle from Red Xenon. Now the one thing that I hadn't tried up until this point is the dungeons, so that was the next location. We immediately teleported to the dungeon and we decided who will take part in it. And I had so much fun in the dungeon. It was a different idea and it was like a fresh thing to do. I really like how you could use the boosts at the end of each round, which even though I was low level, I could keep up with the guys just a little bit. Right after finishing the 4th round, we entered the 5th one, which was the Ancient Beast. Now I got scared a little bit because it said that its level was 3000. I thought that I might not be able to handle it, but to my surprise, I was actually doing decent. And then I thought this might be the last round. But however, it seemed to be there were 10 more. One of my friends explained that the dungeons are rounds of 15, so we had a lot of rounds to finish. Once we reached the 10th round, we had the fight with the Kitsune Lord, which was really hard for me, not gonna lie, especially with me using the Buddha fruit. I wasn't able to get to places very easily, and the Kitsune Lord was really nimble. But the one I had problems with the most was the Gas Knight. This was the last boss. His level was 4000 and he was going to places very fast, and the whole fight was just terrible for me. But eventually, we pulled through. And then my favorite part of the raid, the gacha system. Now, I actually got something really good for my first ever dungeon. My friends explained that I got really lucky, so I was blessed. After using the Buddha fruit for the longest time ever, I felt it was time to change things up. And I had the brilliant idea to use the T-Rex fruit, which was gifted by Captain Flip. Now, in case you don't know, I haven't used many fruits in this game. The only fruits that I've used is the Buddha, the Blade, the Light, and that is it. So this T-Rex is the 4th Blox fruit that I will ever use. I was really excited because this is my first mythical fruit to ever use in this game. So after hesitating for a very long time, I decided to finally eat it, and then we went to this bridge area so I could reset my stats and make them better for this new fruit. So I put an equal amount of points into melee, defense, and Blox Fruits. And just to my luck, when I went back to check the Valentine's Day event shop, I realized there was a pink aura in stock for 1000 hearts. Now I had 1000 hearts and I thought this is the best chance to get it. After that, I couldn't wait to go and level up this T-Rex fruit, so I decided to beat a lot of mobs to increase its mastery. And so we went from boss to boss to boss, killing them as much as we can and as fast as we could to get the mastery up, so I can unlock all of the T-Rex abilities. While we were defeating one of the Ice Admiral bosses, some of my friends told me there was a sword that I could get right here, and I somehow got lucky in the first try and I obtained the key to get it. The sword that I'm talking about is the Rengoku sword, and then I got it, and it looks really nice, not gonna lie, but let's be honest, I don't think I will use this. Now this might literally be my favorite part of this whole video and my whole journey in the Blox Fruits world, and that is sea beast hunting. Now I never knew what this was before my friends in the Discord community told me, but essentially we went to sea with as many people as we could. Here we were about 7 people. We all went ahead, explored the seas for some sea beasts, and we were trying to fight them. It took me a long while to realize that I had to use the abilities to deal damage to these sea beasts, and because of that we went and killed 3 beasts without me getting a single reward because, you know, I'm just a bit slow. But after I learned the tricks of how to deal with these beasts, I finally reaped its rewards for the very first time. And after being in the sea for literal hours, I decided to go back and do the gacha one more time, hoping that maybe this could be the time I get the Yeti fruit once again. And after literally passing 2 Yeti fiends back to back, I got the 3rd best thing in the game, which is the spin fruit. Amazing. Now I couldn't be happier than this, so I decided to tell my friends about it. And I don't even remember when this happened, but apparently we even fought the Darkbeard pirate. And this raid boss, as always, is the easiest in this game. Right after this, I decided to go solo for a little bit, and by a little bit I mean to grind all the way to the max level. Now I had some help here and there, but eventually I reached level 1500, and I wasted no time into trying to get to the 3rd sea. So I immediately followed some of my friends, which led me to the Colosseum, and in this Colosseum I saw this goofy looking NPC saying something about somebody. I don't even know what they were talking about. Apparently some random nobodies just wanted to go all out and they needed my help. And you know me, I help the poor, I help the ones in need, and I decided to help them as much as I could. So I fought this RIP Indra guy, and in his name he already knew he was dead before he could meet me. The battle was very quick and I didn't even sweat. This guy was a walk in the park. But I'm not even kidding when I tell you this, I could have beat this guy with my eyes closed. And in typical Zenko fashion, I forgot my instinct on as I was watching this cutscene. And believe me when I'm telling you this, I was trying my best not to sleep to this. And so these 2 random fellas just started fighting it out for no reason. I couldn't figure out why. My whole server started telling me to take sides, but I didn't know which any one of these guys were. And eventually the goofy little dude lost to this white guy, and then he was kidnapped. But after that this fight was over and this cutscene ended, I was advised to go meet this Mr. Captain NPC. Now, this guy was the one responsible to send me to the third sea, so I went to him immediately. And there you have it. I finally reached the third sea. After a whole 3 days of grinding and playing constantly with my friends and going live on Discord, we finally were able to hit the third sea in record time. And the moment I landed, I was blown away. This place is beautiful. This is more beautiful than the second sea, and this entire island just looks amazing. Now, I haven't seen the other islands and I'm excited to go and discover them as soon as possible. But I don't want to play this playthrough by myself. So make sure that you join my Discord community, join my Discord server, so you can play with me every day as I take on the challenges of Blox Fruits. And whenever you do that, you could find yourself in one of these videos along all of my friends that you have seen so far. And for that, I shout out every single person that helped me with this playthrough. The second sea was the most fun I've ever had on Blox Fruits, and that is thanks to you guys. Blox Fruits is a really good game, but you have made it 100 times better. And if you're still watching until this point, please make sure that you leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton so I can keep making videos like this. Now I gotta go and play in the third sea, and I'll see you guys in the next video.